Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Daniela from Ocean Jasper and I'm so delighted to offer you this speaker card today because we're going to find out who is romantically obsessed with you. So let's have a look at our piles. We have the badger and ginkgo in pile number 1 with the pine OGHAM stave and the new jade crystal. Then we have the beaver and birch in pile number 2 with the elder OGHAM stave and the anise seed. Finally, we have the antelope and wheat in pile number 3 with the yew OGHAM stave and the obsidian crystal. Take a moment to make your choice. If you're drawn to more than a pile, that's absolutely okay too. And when you're done, you can find the timestamps in the info box below. They will bring you directly to the beginning of your reading. If you like the content, I would love if you could support my channel. Simply leave a thumbs up, drop a comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below if you haven't done it yet, so you won't miss any of my new videos. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can find my email in the info box below together with my prices. And if you're interested in my OGHAM set, they are available for sale. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you at the beginning of your reading. Hello my loves and welcome to your reading. If you have picked the badger and ginkgo in pile number 1 with the pine OGHAM stave and the new jade crystal. We're going to be using for the majority of the reading the white sage tarot deck, and I am going to introduce the reading with one card from the animal spirit deck. I have already shuffled it for you, meditating on the energies of this reading, and the spider came up. So we're going to be talking about, first of all, the spider, the badger, all these elements that we have here, and then we'll start with the tarot cards as well. I'd love to read you the booklet for the spider because it has really insightful messages and they're really pleasant to hear, at least in my opinion. So the spider is the creator of prosperity through life's work and dharma. So the spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When in balance, this person is appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When it's out of balance, it can be discouraged and tired. And to bring into balance, it needs playful creativity. So, what we have learned here is that the person that is obsessed romantically over you is definitely really good at creating abundance in their life and those around you. So it grabs any little opportunity that comes their way, and is also really good at creating a network, a social network of people, because you need that if you want to attract more opportunities in your life. And I see as well that he's hardworking, like the book said, and I feel perhaps for some of you, you have met this person at work. It could be an element to consider. And something else that I get from the spider is that is a really, really creative person. Okay, so perhaps it could be a person that comes out with a new idea every day. Maybe he's an entrepreneur. Okay, so that's something definitely to consider. With all these beautiful colors, like he's able to create and weave the web of his own life. So definitely really confident as well in his own abilities and talents and skills. Now, the badger and ginkgo tells us something really, really special and important and specific, because the badger, especially following the meanings of the booklet, it talks about someone that could be quite hot-headed and aggressive. But the ginkgo is a symbol of hope and peace. So these two elements have been put together to be interpreted as someone that might have hurt you, but is really willing to come with an apology and make peace. So definitely you guys have had some intimate connection in the past, I'd say, because otherwise there wouldn't be much reason to be hurt otherwise. So Definitely someone in your intimate circle. You've had some shared experiences in the past and they might have hurt you. Also, something that we see here is hope for the future with the pine OM save. So this person is still really excited about the future, about what you guys can create together, and is able to see far ahead. So there's some clairvoyance abilities here as well, or clairsentient. So imagine someone that climbs up the very top of a pine tree. It's one of the tallest trees in the forest. So from that point of view, you can see the horizon much better. That's why the meaning associated to the pine is, mental clarity, foresight, excitement for the future, and things like that. I also see a person that is really nature lover with the new jade, and also a person that is quite in touch with their feelings, or at least their heart chakra is quite healed. Because any green crystal is a crystal that is associated to the heart chakra, is able to heal and restore the heart chakra and bring it back to balance. And one of the things that you can do to restore your heart chakra is indeed to be in nature or surround yourself with the green color. So I always associate this new jade with the attachment that people have with nature. The is like their go-to. If they need healing, they go for a walk in nature, they go for a hike, they lay on a carpet of moss, they go and observe birds, they go for a swim even in a lagoon, whatever that is. So I feel that there is a lot of calm and peaceful energy coming from this person. So it doesn't come out as nervous and scared that you're going to reject them. It's like, I feel that there is this confidence that if they come and try to connect with you, create that bridge and apologize about what they've done in the past, they have this confidence that you're going to forgive them for what they've done. And also because I think they know that ultimately they come off as well as really cute, even though they might have these aggressive moments, because the badger, if you look at it, is super cute and it looks really soft and cuddly, even though the claws are really sharp, okay, and they can be a bit destructive. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now I'd love to ask Tarot, if we could define your person with one card, what card would that be? I really like to do this as well sometimes when I meet a completely new person and I want to see like, who is she, who is he, who is this person? So the cards can tell us a lot, even just with one card, and then obviously we're going to clarify with others. So who is romantically obsessed with you, and if we could define them with one card, what card would that be? For pile number one, please and thank you. By the way, if you're interested in getting any of these decks, you can find the Amazon affiliate link in the info box below. So if you decide to buy the decks directly from there, you're also going to support the channel without any extra cost from your side. Okay. Pile number one, if we could define this person with one card, it would be the Queen of Pentacles. Is actually incredible because I forgot to say it, but I was thinking that the spider reminds me of either the Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, or King of Pentacles. So this is amazing. The Queen of Pentacles qualities are, first of all, really confident person, secure in themselves, also quite calm indeed, has a really peaceful, calm energy, and really hard worker. So all of these themes that we saw in these cards are coming back together. Really generous and really good at taking care of others, nourishing people around them, even offering them material support, when, for example, the Queen of Cups would be offering emotional support, and the Queen of Swords would be offering mental clarity, or, you know, would help others to find a solution through logic. You know, so in this Queen, and the Queen of Wands would be particularly good at thinking about a new project or encouraging people to use their creativity, etc. The Queen of Pentacles offers support in a material way, okay, either by giving you actually money or resources or material comfort, which could be even just like if you go to stay at them for the night, if you know, have a sleepover at their house, they would make sure that you have a really comfortable couch or bed to sleep in. They would give you lots of blankets. They would make sure you would be warm. They would give you lots of choices in teas. They would, you know, cook some nice meal for you. They would make sure that all of your needs are met, especially the material ones, okay? To make your body feel safe and warm and cozy, okay? Something else really good with finances. So this could be the person that comes and help you with your taxes, for example. Or, you know, signing a deal. Yeah. So could be as well, like I said, for this spider, like an entrepreneur, like a boss figure. So this could easily be as well a female boss, or anyway a boss that has a lot of feminine energy. Because if the King of Pentacles would most likely be focused on planning for the future, the Queen of Pentacles is mostly focused on taking care of people in the current present. Okay, I hope the light is not bothering you. I'm just gonna allow it to shift ups and down. I really appreciated a comment in the past videos where they said that they actually really liked the natural light. But living in Ireland is really variable, so bear with me. So I want to clarify these energies of the Queen of Pentacles now. How else can we define your person? Oh, we have the moon. Very interesting. So this person can be quite... Oh, I love that we only got major arcanas. So the moon is definitely someone that is quite sensitive, quite good at listening to their intuition, but also quite mysterious. So they might be really good at keeping secrets. And again, it comes back to the theme of being clairvoyant or clairsentient and all the other clairs. Okay, so they're really in touch with their sixth sense. And with the Emperor, again, comes back the theme of them being the boss of their life. Also, yes, having this focus of planning for the future, wanting the best, the highest good for all the people around them. Because the Emperor cannot be selfish, he has to be taking care of their community. So definitely a person that has a lot of authority, quite serious as well. So if you have to say no, you're gonna say no. Like you're not gonna be forgiving if needed. Not you, this person. And then what else do we see? Again, really this energy of like them being your boss is really strong. And it could be that they are trying to keep their feelings secret with the moon, okay? Because it is not right to be obsessed about you. Basically, is against their ethic or work ethics in general, not just theirs. And they feel is not the wisest thing. Now, I have a couple of questions that I wrote down in my phone because I wanted to create this spread in which we ask your person's strengths, your person's weaknesses, and your person's charm. We start with those, and then I have other questions as well. So strengths, weaknesses, and charm, please. And thank you for pile number 1. strengths, weaknesses, and charm, please and thank you. Okay, the strengths is the sun, love that. Weaknesses is the world in reverse. And your person charm is a nine of pentacles. That's amazing. So, in terms of strength, your person always wants to see the bright side of things. Your person is really good at being optimistic. And we saw that as well when we were seeing these confidence that they have, that they're going to be forgiven by you if they come with an apology, and this calm energy that they have in general. And we saw it in this card, in the Queen of Pentacles, the Spider. So also they might love to spend time outdoor, they chase the sun, they might like to go for picnics, spending as much time as they can in nature. As soon as it's a bright sunny day, they want to stay out. And also they're quite positive about the future, about the evolution of this relationship as well, how it's going to develop. And they're always quite cheerful and happy. So they bring a smile to everyone. As soon as they come in the room, as soon as they appear, everyone else feels immediately happier. And then their weaknesses, we have the world in reverse. So they're really attached to the past. They might be quite conservative. It might be really hard for them to close a chapter and start a new one. So it might be hard for them to adapt to new situations, new circumstances, learn new things, and let go of the past, let go of what they have created up until the past. So for example, if in terms of career, if their projects don't seem to bring the fruits that they were hoping, they find it really hard to just give up that project and start a new one. Same for relationship. If one doesn't go well, they find it really hard to simply let go, and they can be quite stubborn in wanting to fix it and wanted to, find a solution and try again, and they kind of beg for a second chance. If they've been receiving an opportunity to move abroad, they find it really hard to unroot themselves. That's what I'm seeing. So that's one of their weaknesses, quite attached to the past. In terms of their charms, they have a lot of money. What can I say? This is what comes here. I know that it sounds quite superficial, but this is the meaning of the Nine of Pentacles, or at least they have this charm of feeling like they want to satisfy everybody's needs around them. So if you're like, oh, how nice would it be to go for a pizza even, they'll be like, oh well, let's go then. Or if you say, how nice would it be to go to the beach, it's so warm and sunny, even though maybe the beach is like 4 hours away, they're like, well, let's go then. So they have the resources to transform all of your wishes in reality, basically. So it is not just this charm of being like, oh, look at me, I have lots of money. It's more the fact that they use that money in a caring, supportive way that is going to make people dream, basically. It's going to make them feel like their needs are listened to. Okay, so I feel like we have 10 minutes more, so I'm gonna ask, how did you meet, or what do you see this person often? What do they think of you? Why are they obsessed with you? And what will happen next? So these are the 3 last cards that I want to grab. How did you guys meet? Or where do you see this person often? For pile number 1, please and thank you. Again, it's usually really cloudy, or at least it was a really cloudy day up until now. And now the sun is like shining so well over these cards. So it reminds me again of how happy this person is. Unfortunately, too many cards fell out of the deck, so I'm not going to consider them. Let's try again. For pile number 1, how did you guys meet? What's the environment? Okay, we have the High Priestess, which is actually one of the cards that fall out. You can't really see it. Just put it up there. So we're gonna talk about that. And then the second question was, what do they think of you? Why are they obsessed with you? We get one card for that question. And the card is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And the third question, what will happen next? What will happen next? Okay, we have this King of Wands upright. Let's make a little more space in here. So where did you meet? So this High Priestess, it could be like a psychic fair, you know, one of those events in the city where all sorts of holistic techniques and businesses have a chance to show their stall and attract visibility, basically, and talk a little bit about their business. So there could be tarot readers, there could be psychics and mediums, there could be people that read your aura, to take a picture of your aura. There could be hypnotherapists, there could be what's the word of that, masseuse even, or you know, you get me. It's hard to think of all of those, but yes, so it could be that you have met in a psychic fair or High Priestess. My goodness, I don't know why I'm hearing like you could have met him in a dream even. That's what I'm seeing. Or you could have met them at night during a starry night. So it might have been dark, but the moon was there, creating a lovely atmosphere. Maybe you met during a nocturnal hike. You know, one of those where you kind of go into the woods and try discover what animals come out, walking really silently with a couple of torches. And that's what I'm sensing here. You know, it's very specific. Well, that's could it be as a place, the High Priestess? Maybe a psychotherapist, again, a person that you really trust and you went to for advices. Again, the idea of like a person in your work that is like giving you advices, like a business advisor or something like that. And someone might have given you the name of this person because they were like, she or he is really going to help you understand your situation, so go to this person, they know a lot about this topic, that kind of thing. That's really interesting. They could be even a witch or wizard, so they know how to get in touch with your subconscious. Now, regarding on what they think of you, why are they obsessed with you, is this Ace of Swords. I feel like you've cut them out of your life, and that's why they're obsessed with you. So they were hoping to have a beginning with you, and you immediately said, nope, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Or you guys have had some history, they've hurt you, and so you were like, I'm sorry, this is not gonna happen anymore. Regarding what will happen next, they're gonna make some action with this King of Wands, and they're gonna show off their abilities, their skills. They are going to be quite imposing, their presence on you. They're gonna show you their charm. They're gonna come with some offer. They're gonna show you that, I don't know, for example, they could come and tell you, I have a whole day planned for us, please give me this chance, spend the whole day with me, and then if you still hate me at the end of the day, that's fine, we can, you know, take different roads. But if you feel like giving me a second chance, then we can hang out again, that type of thing. Like they have this whole plan, and it feels like it's something really adventurous and exciting that you cannot say no to. That's really funny. I'm gonna get a couple of charms just to end the reading. Who is obsessed with pile number 1? So definitely there is sexual obsession as well, because the first thing I'm seeing is the shell. Forgive about my fingers coming in the way. There is imagine, so they've been dreaming about you a long time. There is a pan, so one of the things they might like offer to do is going to the restaurant together, or going to a cooking course together, or invite you to their house for dinner. There is a D, a G, an L, an M, an A, so these could be initials or letters belonging to their names. There is a little rock, so that's telling me how stubborn they are. There is nope, not today. It feels like that's your energy, being like, no, I'm not interested, thanks so much. There is the scream from Munch, the artist. I think that's how you pronounce him. So that's interesting. Why would they be terrified? Maybe they're terrified to have an intimate connection with you because it's quite close to the shell there. There is some anxiety, some fear, probably as well fear to lose you. What do we have here? They're all stuck with each other. Soft, so this person might be really soft to hug. You know, one of those people that give bear hugs and have really cozy soft sweaters, and you just love to hug them for longer. There is a tree of life, so it's telling me that first of all, there might be some type of karma connection between the two of you. It could be again that you know each other from the past, and also again this theme of being nature lover. They could be working with trees as well. It could be for their job, they could be spend a lot of time in nature. And what else do we have? A little blue pearl. That would talk to me about the throat chakra. So again, someone that doesn't mind talking about, expressing their thoughts clearly without feeling, shy or anything. They're really good communicators. That's what I'm seeing. So, there's also an R that I didn't see before. There's another letter. So now if you can see any name in this. Mar. What else do we see? I don't know. We cannot really formulate the proper name here, but definitely these could be letters of the person that is obsessed about you. I really hope that this reading was pleasant to watch and listen to, and that gave you some clarity. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Hit the notification bell down below so you'll be notified anytime I publish a new video. And yeah, check out all the ways that you have at your disposition in the info box below to support me if you wish. And I'm always here if you need a private reading. Best of luck with this connection and much love. Hello my loves, and welcome to your reading if you have picked a beaver and birch in pile number 2 with the elder OGHAM save and the anise seed. We're going to be using the white sage tarot deck for the majority of the reading, but we're going to be receiving an introduction from the animal spirit oracle deck. I have already been shuffling it for you, meditating on the energies of this pile, and we got the crow card. So I can't wait to read already the message of the booklet. It's something that I do specifically just for this one card. Everything else is going to be interpreted naturally with my intuition, but for these cards I really like to give you the lovely insight from the book. So for the crow, it says spiritually strong, creative and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When it's in balance, the crow is psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, is ungrounded and hypersensitive. To bring into balance, the crow needs a daily meditation practice. So definitely we do see this strong spiritual interest, right? And the psychic powers as well, this interest towards the supernatural. That is definitely the first thing that catches my attention. And also, yeah, if I interpret the crow with my own intuition as well, I see a person that definitely is incredibly intelligent, loves to solve problems, also has high values in terms of his own community, and likes to be in the company of his own friends. Also has this ability to have fun and be joyful. I did see videos of crows like playing with the snow. So that's something that I definitely see. And also they give us warnings of danger, and they're great animal spirit. And I feel that they do protect us as well. Um, and they have great communicative abilities. So that's definitely some qualities that we can say about the person that is romantically obsessed about you. And then if we join them with the beaver and birch, I definitely see a person that is ready to settle down, ready to take care of a solid, long-lasting partner, and potentially a family as well. Maybe someone that likes even to build his own home. I don't know, it could be someone into building cob houses, like natural homes, or could even be an engineer or an architect. And someone that is older than you, because we do have the elder OGHAM stave, and also someone that is quite reliable, trustworthy, honest, hard worker, and also someone that is really good at doing some shadow work, self introspection, self-reflection, someone that is actually quite good as well at forgiving other people's mistakes or admitting their own mistakes and make amends to those mistakes. So definitely a really wise personality overall, and someone that still has their eyes sparkling for a particular dream that makes them super joyful about and that they are chasing. With this aniseed, I always consider it like a star symbol. So to me, it sounds like a person that is quite hopeful. Also, this could be hope to settle down soon. So that's what I'm seeing. It feels like with the crow, it could be someone that kind of hops around you quite often, show themselves around you, but also with a bit of mysterious, how would you call it, tendency. Like you would see him around you, approach him, but then it doesn't stay too long. Maybe it will just flew after a few minutes of being around in your presence. So you never know exactly if he or she wants to fully approach you and talk with you and get close to you or not. That's some type of vibe that I'm sensing here. Or it could be someone that is really, really chatty as well with the crow energies. So I have wrote down some questions that I wanted to ask to the tarot deck. So the first one would be, if we had the possibility to pick one card only for this person, which one would it be? So if we had to define this person with one card, which card would this be? So let's ask these two spirits through the tarot deck, please and thank you. While I do that, if you're ever interested in getting any of these decks, please have a look at the Amazon affiliate links that I put down below for each one of these decks. So if you decide to buy them from those links, you're also helping me out a little bit without any extra cost from your side. Simply Amazon will be giving me a tiny little percentage. So we have 4 cards came out, so I'm just gonna take the first one. We have the Death in reverse. So if we had to define this person with one card, we would use the Death in reverse. So this is a person that knows that they have to go through a transformation, or they know that they know perhaps that the meaning of life is way bigger than the one we think, or that what I'm sensing here, it's like a very spiritual person that is constantly aware of the struggle that humans have to transform themselves, to embrace the life lessons and transcend the difficulties and obstacles, to really absorb what we have to learn from those experiences and go past them. That's something that I'm getting. I know it's neither here or there, perhaps, for you listening to this, but something else I'm seeing as well is resistance to transformation, resistance to change, and difficulties as well to embrace grief. Or, yeah, it could be either that they find it difficult to overcome some huge transformation in in their life and letting go of something that it doesn't serve them anymore, or they're simply aware that this is the main thing that is happening in their life. They constantly go through transformation. They constantly go from one lesson, life lesson, to the next, and they feel like it's a never stop. It's a never ending cycle. I definitely feel that the other cards that fell with it are gonna help us to understand better. So we have the Six of Swords and the Two of Cups, and then the other card that fell was the Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, so perhaps it's more specific than I thought it was. If we had to define this person with these four cards, okay, it's actually a person that, yeah, with the Six of Swords, someone that wants to move away from agitated waters, troubles, very quickly, and move towards calmer waters. So the tendency of this person is to always make peace. Perhaps for some of them as well, because the Death is in reverse, it could be that your person tends to ignore what really needs to be seen, what really needs to be worked through, and tends to simply shift towards higher energy and just forget about the troubles. Let's say they have a particular issue about work, and they have to come back home and spend 3-4 hours trying to solve it. Instead, they neglect that task and they watch Netflix for 4 hours instead. So I see this avoidance type of tendency because they want to run away from the storm, basically, and they walk towards the sunshine. So they find it hard to sit with heavy emotions, with difficulties. I don't know if you know this person very well or well enough to say these things about them, but that's something that I'm seeing. If you have asked them in the past to change a particular habit, they were probably resistant to it. If you have been together with this person and you were telling them, look, this for to work, we have to change the foundation of this situation, or we have to face some particular ending that is quite painful, or we have to, your person would be like, no, let's just not think about that just yet. Let's say, for example, you have a pet and it's suffering a lot, and you have decided that the wisest thing to do is to bring them to the vet and let them pass away. Sorry if I'm not using the right words. So yeah, and then they would be, no, can we just please wait? I cannot face that painful emotions just yet. I'm not ready to say goodbye to them, that type of thing. So kind of avoiding pain. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse position as well. So this can be a person, first of all, with a lot of feminine energy, but also a person that pretends to have a really tough personality, but in reality they are quite soft and emotional and sensitive. They just don't want to show it because it would make them feel quite vulnerable. Also, a person that is quite find it really hard to make decisions because we have, yeah, again, because of the Queen of Swords. So perhaps a person that find it hard to be really direct to even though they're chatting and they are serious and they're older and wiser. It could be that with this Queen of Swords in reverse, they want to make sure that their words are not hurting anyone, so they're quite sensitive in that way, and that could have the negative effect to sometimes how to say, go too much around the topic without like fully expressing the main concept. Okay, so the other person might feel quite confused, as in what are you going on about, what are you trying to tell me, can you please be more direct, that type of energy. And it's just because they really care not to hurt anyone. Two of Cups, this is soulmate energy. Okay, so this is a person that perhaps you have already had a connection in the past. Maybe you are already in a relationship. Okay, so if you were wondering if your partner is obsessed about you, the answer is absolutely yes. Okay, that's what I'm sensing here. Otherwise, this is a person that you've been together already in the past, or if not, this is still a soulmate. So if you have had this feeling that someone that you know, even though you've never shared anything intimately with or romantically, is your soulmate, if you had this strong feeling even though nothing has happened yet, well, this is your confirm that indeed they are. So I've prepared some other questions on my phone because I decided to do this reading slightly different and a bit more interesting. So let me find them. The second question would be one card for his strengths, one card for his weaknesses, and one card for his charm. And we're gonna finish there. Then we're gonna make another spread after that. So let's start with those. His strength, his weaknesses, and his charm. Please and thank you for pile number 3. This is just to give you as many elements as possible so that you can understand who is this person. Let me know in the comments down below if you did understand who they are indeed, and if this reading resonated. I always love to hear from you, and I'll answer each one of your comments. For pile number 2, one card for their strengths, one card for their weaknesses, and one card for their charm. Please and thank you. Okay, strength, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. His weaknesses, or her weaknesses, Five of Pentacles. Interesting. And their charm, the Fool. I love this. Beautiful. I'm just gonna check in the screen if everything is alright. Okay, so very interesting because we have for their strength the Ace of Pentacles, and these talk again about how serious and reliable they are. The same energy of the beaver and birch, because the Ace of Pentacles is basically placing that seed, that first investment for a really long lasting project that they are incredibly serious about. Is the same energy that a parent, for example, would have when they they start opening a saving account for their children so that they can have a higher education when they grow up, or when they invest and buy a second house for their kids, or when someone, again, whatever type of savings that is for a long project, like buying a property, buying a business, starting a business, buying a car, buying a camper van, going on a long journey for a year around the world. So definitely there's a lot of seriousness and intentions to invest for the future, and it doesn't necessarily have to be related to money, even though pentacles are often associated to money, but they're also associated to material wealth and material well-being in general, having a type of solidity, a solid foundation. So this can also talk about starting a serious relationship. Okay, so their strength is that if they start a relationship with you, they're going to be very serious about it, and you can definitely be reassured that it will be a slow and steady progress, and that is not just going to be a fling. Okay, or if you have this idea to settle down as well and buy a home, you can definitely be reassured that they are going to be putting aside as much money as you will, so in a very equal way, or even more, so that you guys can afford this dream of yours. So it is not a flaky person, it is not an untrustworthy person, it is not someone that is going to flash their money in alcohol or anything like that. Okay, so very realistic person as well. Then their weaknesses though is the Five of Pentacles. So this is fear of being abandoned, fear of being left out in the cold, because they are so caring and serious and reliable and trustworthy. They hope that they will find a person like them. They might have this tendency of trusting others way too easily because they have such a kind nature. They have these illusions that everybody's like them. Unfortunately, it is not. And oftentimes, kind people that are quite generous as well with money, or generous in general, they often tend to be taken advantage of. So they've had some experiences in which they were mistreated, took advantage of, indeed, left alone, abandoned, etc. And if they perhaps felt like they used to have a nice solid group of friendship, and then all of a sudden they reveal themselves to be not so friendly. Maybe they were just using them, okay, because how they appeared next to them, or because what benefits they could get from this person. So yes, they have this wound, and that is their weakness. Then we have the Fool as their charms. So we're talking about someone that is often quite excited to start something new. And in particular, I'm talking about this excitement in taking a leap of faith, in taking a risk, in trying something new that they have never done before, and going outside of the comfort zone, being quite adventurous in that way. The Fool has the energies of a baby that is super excited to learn about themselves and the environment, and try every object around them and touch them and lick them. Like that's that type of energy. So their charm, your person's charm, is that they're always up to something new. So they'll often say yes to any offer, any adventure, any event. You're like, do you feel like going, I don't know, snorkeling tomorrow? Yes, why not? Do you feel like going karaoke tomorrow? Yes, why not? Whatever you try and suggest them, they're up for it. That type of thing. So I'd go with the next questions now. How did you meet, or where do you see this person often? What do they think of you, and why basically are they obsessed with you, and what will happen next? So let's ask these questions to the cards. Please and thank you for pile number 2. How did you meet, or where do you see this person often? Let's see if we can understand, if you can give a specific answer to this question. Please and thank you. And the next question would be, what do they think of you? Why are they so obsessed with you? And the third one, what will happen next? For pile number 2. Okay, 3 of Cups. This is how did you meet? Where do you see each other often? 2 of Swords in reverse. What do they think of you, or why are they obsessed with you? And 8 of Cups. What will happen next? So what do I see here is that you guys have probably been introduced by friends with these 3 of Cups, okay? Because that is social gathering, going out with friends, going for a few drinks, having fun with your friends in a light-hearted way. Yes, going to parties, celebrating life with the people that you care about. So definitely someone might have introduced you, or you found this person in a group of friends, maybe when you were going for a drink in the pub, that type of thing. So a very casual meeting. Regarding what do they think of you, why are they obsessed with you, there is a 2 of Swords in reverse. So it could be that you have put them on a limbo in which you were like, hang on a minute, I have to reflect about this. I don't know exactly what to do about you. But you promised them that you would have eventually took a decision about them. So you told them, be patient, because I'm simply gonna think about this. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. But I will need some time. So that fact has made them obsessed over you. Oftentimes that happens indeed when things are not so easy to achieve. That's why they play hard to get type of game. Unfortunately, works very well most of the time, and especially, I would say, especially with people that unfortunately have low self-esteem, low self-worth, or simply are chasing the adrenaline. Okay, because if they play hard to get with me, I'm just like, I'm not interested. Like, the more you do that, the more I run away. Like, either you show me interest straight away, or I'm not gonna chase you, man. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I've done too much of that in the past, so I know better by now. But yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, it works a lot for a lot of people. What will happen next? The 8 of Cups. It feels like if you have been the person needing some type of reflection, some time to reflect about this, you might be the one deciding, even though this hurts me, and even though it is not a difficult decision, I feel like the best thing is to walk away. The same energy of, feeling like it's completely unwise to stock up so many cups one on top of each other, because if you put one too many, they're all gonna fall down, and they're all going to break. So even though you would like to put them all on top of each other, you decide, okay, it's actually best if I avoid this big mess. So to avoid some type of messy situation, to avoid one or the other getting hurt, to avoid some drama, you could be the one deciding to step away from this situation, okay? And I feel that, again, feel free to switch up the roles. If you feel that they have been asking you some time to reflect, then it could be that they will decide to leave the situation, or the opposite. It doesn't have to be the same person doing these 2 actions. It could be that they've asked you to they begged you for some time to reflect, and in the meantime you decided you couldn't wait any longer, and so you were like, you know what, a matter here before you can make your own decision. So feel free to adjust it to your own situation. That's what I'm seeing. Now, the last thing I wanted to do is to grab some charms to know more about this person who is obsessed about you for file number 2. Oh my goodness, the owl. After we've been talking so much about the wisdom of this person with the elder OGHAM save, so we have a few letters. P, J, excuse my hands in the middle of the reading, P, J, and R, then the owl, the world, all you need is love, 2 mini hazelnut, 1 little bell, a non-sharpened tiny pencil, look up at the stars type of symbol, and we have the is it sharp? Oh my goodness, what's the name of this? Shamrock? Yes, shamrock. So definitely I see again that this person really feel that their luck can be on their side. Same feeling that I had with this star anise seed. They're really hoping that they will be lucky, that you will say yes to them. They're really hoping that you will be the person that they'll be able to settle down with. And it feels like they believe in magic as well because of this tiny little bell. Or it could be someone that is sending you messages just to awake you to their presence, to remind you that they're there waiting for you. So from time to time you might hear from them. Now with the owl, could be a person that you have really interesting, insightful conversation with that goes beyond the day-to-day topics, day-to-day topics. So you might have really philosophical conversations, or yeah, you might like to go quite deep. And being the elder, you know, a gnome associated to shadow work, I can really see the two of you being really honest with each other about your own weaknesses, your own shadow work, and yeah, simply talk about what you guys have been going through spiritually, what you have learned through this spiritual journey. Now, someone that as well loves traveling or spend a lot of time traveling for work. And again, with this hazelnut, like they really have these hopes that even though this is a tiny seed, it will bring the fruits of their labor, or it will turn into a bigger investment, because there's so much potential in any seed or nut. Even though they're so tiny, we know that they have this potential to turn into big fruitful trees. So again, it's someone that is truly hoping about this connection and that has placed the seed already. So that could be looking anything like them already asking you for a date, sending you letters or flowers, or offering you some type, how would you call it? Offering you something solid already. Like, how about you go on a trip with me? How about you go on a concert with me? How about we live together as housemates? Or how about you accept this big gift of mine because I think it would benefit you. Let's say you told them that you're into photography, but you don't have money to get any camera just yet. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, I have this camera hanging around. Let me give it to you. Now, because of the pencil is not sharpened, it's someone that is quite undecisive with what words they want to say to you. And that's the same energy that I got with the Queen of Swords in reverse. So if it is someone that starts a sentence but then stop straight away and then start another one. Like someone that seems quite uncertain about what they want to say to you, or perhaps has someone that is not really fluent, in when they speak to you. That could be your person. Could be as well someone that wears red a lot. What else do we see? All you need is love. So someone that is quite romantic. So if you know anyone that always listen to love songs or read poetries, or is always quite sweet in the way that they express their love and affection during birthday parties or Christmas, even for example during Valentine's Day, even though you're not together, but they come to the office and bring lots of roses to all the girls, whatever. That type of romantic gestures towards their friends, even. So that's what I'm seeing here. I really hope that you've had enough elements to understand who this person is. Let me know in the comments down below if you found out. If you enjoy the content of this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below if you don't want to miss any of my new videos. You can find my email and prices in the info box below if you're interested in getting a private reading with me. If you'd like to get this OGHAM stave set, I have a packet of 20s representing the 20 sacred trees of Ireland, and they have been collected by hand, sanded by hand, wood burned by hand, and they're going to be delivered in a plastic free package. They're going to be spiritually charged as well with the wisdom of the trees, and you're going to receive as well a tiny legend with some keywords associated to each one of these staves. So if you'd like to create a tighter bond with the spirit trees, this is a wonderful divination tool that you can also use for witchcraft or for intentions or for healing. So not necessarily only for divination. So let me know if you're interested. You can find more about them in my social media, so have a look at those. As soon as I have some time, I will pop them up on Etsy again, but even if they're not there, they are available, so just let me know and we'll organize it. Thanks so much for listening up until now, and best of luck with this connection. Much love. Hello my loves, and welcome to your reading. If you have picked the antelope and wheat in pile number 3 with the OGHAM stave and the obsidian crystal, we're going to be using the White Sage Tarot deck for the majority of the reading, but we're going to be introducing it with one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. So today I have already shuffled the cards for you, the oracles for you, meditating on the energies of this reading, and the beaver came up. So I decided to just jump ahead into the juicy topics and read you straight away the message from the booklet, because I think that is very insightful and magical, and I wouldn't be able to describe it so well, and some of you love listening to these messages, so here it is. The beaver is a hard worker, loyal, tireless, and put family first. Those are the key words. Then the chapter says, the beaver personality is a welcome sight. These good natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, the beaver is happy and does meaningful work. When it's out of balance, it feels useless or worn out. To bring into balance, it needs physical labor, selfless service. So, as you can probably imagine already by listening to these words, the beaver is quite committed, okay, to whatever they have started. So the person that is obsessed about you has this quality. So it's quite hard work, it's very serious, it's very loyal, and he's not gonna let you go. That's what I'm sensing here. if he has started, you know, pursuing you, is not going to stop. And if you decide to have a relationship with this person, it is going to give you the stability that you need. I also love that they were talking about selfless service, because in this way it connects pretty much with the concept of the antelope and wheat, because the antelope always live in group, and so it does talk about community, because they look for each other. They need to be next to each other so that they can warn each other of danger a lot quicker. They can protect themselves. So there is a lot of dedication to their community with this antelope. And the wheat as well talks about the abundance that they want to bring into the community, so a lot of focus onto that. So this is definitely a person that is quite a social butterfly, that likes to get involved in social projects. Okay, so even if they live whatever, a small village or a city, they try to be quite active, you know, for the for to create any benefit for the citizens in general, or to protect citizen rights. That's what I'm sensing. We also have the obsidian crystal, that would be speaking about this ability of them to protect themselves and the people that they care about from negative energies, psychic attacks. So definitely a person that is a great protector, and pushes away toxic negative energies. We also have the OGHAM save, and this is telling me that your person might be older than you, or just have gone through a lot of experiences in their life that allow them to build quite a baggage of wisdom. The U as well, I associate it with the death card, because it does speak about endings, dying, transition, and rebirth. So perhaps they have gone through near to death experience in their life, or they have lost quite a few people, and after that they have transformed themselves, or they were a very different person in the past. Maybe they had some toxicity in their life. Maybe they were they were abusing of substances, or they were victim of some type of addiction, and then they had a breakthrough, and that old personality died off, and finally they were able to rebirth into a new person. And that's how they feel so motivated to work for the community, because they're like, if I made it, everybody else can do it, and I want to help them to do so, to achieve those goals, to reject this toxicity. This is so beautiful how these three elements are talking to each other. So also, person that is really good at making money, earning money, earning a stable living. Now I wanted to ask, like I did for the previous piles, if we could define your person with one card, which one would it be? This is something that sometimes I even do it when I meet some new people. Before meeting them, I'm like, tell me who are they? And it's really interesting. The results are always really on point. So if we could define this person with one card only, which one would it be? Please and thank you for pile number 3, who is obsessed about pile number 3, romantically speaking. Please and thank you. Oh, the Hermit. I would have not expected that, so that's interesting. Again, the Hermit gives me an older vibe, a very wise old man, and someone that likes to spend sometimes by themselves, someone that is quite dedicated to their spiritual journey, or their studying, or loves to write and read, and need their own time. So they need to retire in their sanctuary, in their sacred space, far away from others. Possibly that would make sense, because if they work with people, or if they volunteer, spend a lot of time with people, volunteering or whatever that is, they can become drained emotionally, especially if the topics that they face are quite heavy. And so if you would see this person, you think they love to withdraw. Or if you get to know this person very well, you realize they actually do have this hermit side. So they like to spend as much time as they can by themselves, resting, sleeping even. That's what I'm sensing with this lot. Likes to move slowly as well. Likes to take their own time. Perhaps they like to, lay in bed in the morning. Okay, so that's something I'm sensing. Very introspective person, loves to reflect about themselves. Okay, kind of have this vibe as well of someone that likes to spend, likes to go in the pub by themselves, even to just be with themselves. So let me see if there's any other card that could define this person, please and thank you. If we can get any clarifying of this hermit card for pile number 3, please and thank you, to define this person. What cards do define this person? We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands upright. So yes, the Ace of Wands in reverse is telling me that this person might lack some vitality at times, might not be, definitely does not like to spring out of bed in the morning. And what else do I see here? 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a person that might find it hard to make decisions because they're always in between 2 places, in between 2 choices. I need a clarifying about these 2 of Pentacles. But this, when it's in reverse, it actually does speak about putting an effort in finally making a choice between those 2 of them and realizing that they can't juggle so much anymore. Maybe it's a person that in the past, when they were younger, they used to be a lot more involved in their community, doing a lot of different projects, and now they're just realizing they don't have as much physical energies as they used to have. And so unfortunately, even though they wouldn't like to have to make a choice, they kind of have to decide which one of those activities deserve attention. Yeah, they don't like to juggle too many things at the same time anymore. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Yeah, we have the Hanged Man. So they need a lot of time to reflect by themselves before making any decision. They're not impulsive anymore. They like to take their time to wait before jumping into whatever new project or activity or event or invite. Could also be a person that you haven't heard in a while. Maybe you have sent them a message and they haven't replied just yet, because this Hanged Man, defines someone that is waiting, is holding back, is withdrawing, is taking time to reflect, is not making an action, is suspended. Just like this caterpillar that has started the cocoon phase, and so all they can do is wait and let their physiology do the natural process of creating the cocoon. So for this particular reading, I'm really excited because I decided to answer to a few questions that I wrote on my phone. So let me grab them, because I really wanted to give you as many elements as we could about this person. So I'd love to answer what are their strengths, their weaknesses, and what is his charm or her charm. And this is the first spread we're gonna do. Then there's gonna be a second one as well. So what are this person's strengths, weaknesses, and charms? Please and thank you. One card for each of these questions. For pile number 3. Who is obsessed with pile number 3? Please and thank you. Their strengths, weaknesses, and charms. We have the Chariot in reverse, the Seven of Swords, the weakness, and the High Priestess, the charm. Interesting. I want to understand. Oh, right. So as their strength, we have this Chariot that definitely defines someone that wants to take momentum, wants to go towards progress and evolution, wants to grow, wants to be committed to their path, and also wants someone next to them. Okay, so it's definitely someone that is looking for a serious long-lasting committed relationship. But because it's in reverse, this is telling me that currently they are on pause. It could be that they have decided that for the time being they need to reflect upon their priorities, their needs, their shadow work, because we also have the you, and so it is not the right time for them. They need to regain their physical energy as well. They need to realize, if they're juggling between two people or two situations or two houses or two jobs, they need to fix that situation first before they commit to someone. So that could be the reason as well why you're not hearing from them. But definitely from the beaver, we have this feeling that this person is serious. Okay, they're not gonna play with your feelings at all. And yeah, they do have a beautiful goal to share their life with a dear person, be by their side, and yeah, create something beautiful together. But this is postponed because the Chariot is in reverse, and this is their strength. So that means that they're not impulsive. They know themselves. They know how to put boundaries if needed. They know how to be direct with you and express what's going on with them, so they're not going to confuse you with going back and forth, or being on and off with in and out of your life. And also something else that I can see, their strength could be that they would be having enough patience to wait for you. If this is represented you, the Hermit and the Hangman, if it's you that has put them on pause, this is the confirm that they're going to be waiting as long as it requires you to make a decision. Now, their weakness is the Seven of Swords. Unfortunately, this person can turn a little bit sneaky, like if they get hurt, or if they feel neglected, or if they feel betrayed. With the Seven of Swords, it is not the healthiest vibe, because they can either run away from the whole scenario, not letting you know why they were so upset, but also they could use the same weapon towards you. So if you betray them, they're gonna betray you. If you stole from them, they're gonna steal from you. That type of thing, like tit for tat. That's what I'm sensing with this Seven of Swords. So that is their weakness. Also, for some of you, that I'm getting. What am I getting here? Let's clarify this Seven of Swords, as in their weaknesses. Their weaknesses, please and thank you. For pile number 3. Oh, Knight of Cups. Okay, so that's pretty innocent. They put a lot of feelings, a lot of love, a lot of heart in anything they do. They're quite sensitive. So if they get hurt, this sensitivity can make them possibly, like I said, with the Seven of Swords, sneak away, run away, and perhaps even with some of your belongings. That's awful to say, but like they could be like, oh, all of those letters that I wrote to you, they belong to me, so I'm gonna bring them with me without even telling you. Or that TV, I bought it to you as a gift and now you don't love me anymore, so I'm gonna get that TV. You know, that type of thing. That's what I'm getting. And then their charm is the High Priestess. Their charm is their wisdom, the fact that they have a really strong intuition, and they trust it, so they have a lot of confidence in themselves about it. They also always know what's right from what's wrong. They know how to discern it, and they have a lot of knowledge about the human subconscious, so they can see beyond the veil. So I feel that they are also really good at discerning lies. If you lie to them, if people lie to them, they will always know. So they have some psychic abilities here. It could be also clairvoyance, clairsentient, any of those clairs. So that is definitely their charms. It could be that they as well read tarot or do Reiki or a medium or a psychic, and then they work with those abilities as well. It could be that they work in the holistic industry in any way, nourishing people. So this could even be like a herbalist. Okay, like whatever they do, they want to heal people, they want to nourish their community in a holistic way. So let's go ahead with the second spread now. What I wanted to ask is, how did you guys meet, or where do you see this person often? What do they think of you, or why are they obsessed with you, and what will happen next? Okay, so let's ask these questions. At the end of the reading, we're also going to pull some charms, because I feel that they add so many little details that can help you to understand who this person is. So where did you guys meet, or where do you see this person often? Seven of Pentacles. Oh, this really talks to me about communal gardening. I swear I've never had this association with the Seven of Pentacles before, but in this particular reading, it screams out loud communal garden. Okay. So that could be, yeah, like a communal project, definitely. If it's not a garden, some type of volunteering event, like cleaning the streets, cleaning the canal, cleaning the park, something like that. But there's a lot of gardening involved as well for some of you. It could even be like opening an organic shop that offers free food to the people in need. Maybe working for a charity, so you might have met there. So that's to answer where did you guys meet, or where do you see this person often. Now let's go to the second question. Why are they obsessed with you, or what do they think of you? Please and thank you for pile number 3. Oh, we have the 5 of Wands. They are obsessed with you because I'm sensing there has been some type of conflict. Interesting how the light as well started dimming down a little bit. It was definitely more sunny before I grabbed this card. So it could be that you guys have had some type of misunderstanding, some type of conflict, and conflict of interest, or different intentions as well. There might have been some type of argument. We're going to clarify it as well to see what was the argument about. It could also be that there's a lot of competition around you, and that's why they are obsessed with you, because they want to be the one that gets to be with you. Ah, yes, King of Wands. They want to be the one that you choose. They want to be the most important person in your life. That's what I'm sensing here. They want to be successful in this endeavor with you. Also, something else that I'm sensing is that it could be that you're quite a passionate person. It could be that you really don't mind speaking up for yourself, expressing your truth, even when it can be a little bit triggering others. But you need to be true to yourself, and you're quite confident, very creative as well, very adventurous. You could be having your own business as well with the King of Wands, so that could be the reason why they are obsessed with you. And definitely you're super confident, and there's a lot of people attracted to you. You're a really attractive person as well. So that's what I'm sensing. Now let's answer to the third question. What will happen next? Oh, we have the Judgment in the reverse position. Unfortunately, I see a little bit of confusion here, misunderstanding with the Judgment, as in the lesson is not going to be learned straight away. It's like, if you hope that they would understand straight away that you're super into them as well, with the Judgment in reverse, like the bulb won't turn on in their brain, and they won't understand. They won't understand your intention. So a little bit of confusion in that way. Let's see what's gonna happen next after this confusion. The Death in reverse, resistance to change, resistance to transformation and rebirth. So something major, because these are two major arcana, so something major is going to happen that sees confusion and kind of walking in the dark at first, and feeling just like this little caterpillar that doesn't know what the heck is going on. Why is everything still and dark? What is happening to them? Why are they turning into goo, So there is that resistance to change. It could either be from you or from them. You'll be able to tell, because you know that if you go after, if you go through this tunnel, you will find yourself in a completely new reality. So that's totally understandable why someone would feel resisting to that change and they want to hold to their past. But the beautiful thing is that the you actually does speak about not holding to the past a lot, and also realizing that the best thing we can do is to be accepting the cycle of life, with all is new gains and loss. Okay, so I feel that they're going to be giving you this confidence and this security and this wisdom that everything is going to be fine, and probably the person that will resist this change, it will probably be you. And that could be the reason why these 501s, it could be that you're like, no, I'm not ready for this. Don't push me into it, because I'm not ready for something long term. I'm not ready for commitment. And you're there standing in your confidence, being like everything is going to be okay. I mean, they are. So Yeah, feel free to switch the roles in this situation. But it could also be them, because like we saw before, there was the hangman, the hermit, a lot of reflection. They're thinking, they weren't really super ready with this chariot in reverse to jump into a new relationship. So it could be them resisting this change right now, even though they want you and they want something serious out of this, but they need to go through some transformation within them. Okay, they need to find this strength to allow themselves to go on the other side of that tunnel, basically. Now I think it's time to grab some charms that I have here. So we're gonna ask, what other details can we find out about this person? Okay. What do we have here? Pompeii. A little clock. Yes. Two fingers that kiss each other. A little fish scale. Letter B, A, X, M, and F. Beautiful leaf. A star. Audrey Hepburn. And cottage. And then there's a little hawthornberry that fell into the mix as well. Now, oh, there's a C as well. So see if you can see if any of these letters remind you of a person. Again, there's B, A, X, M, F, C. Then what I see here is that person is definitely quite brave with the cottage, quite charming with the Audrey Hepburn, really confident, quite sexy as well. Probably love the attention as well, love to be praised for their good work. Pompeii, they could be from Italy, or they could love traveling, or they are quite attached to their ancestors, to their heritage lineage, to their roots. They could also be into history, and that's something that even the you could be telling you about. And definitely someone that is romantic and playful in a childlike way. So definitely someone that has been openly flirting with you. Someone that has been waiting a long time already, or you have known this person in a while already because of the clock. With the star, someone that is quite ambitious, and that has dreams, that feels like they have a purpose in life. With this fish scale, it could be that they are starving themselves of something. Either they could be starving themselves of love or sex, or it could be that they are holding themselves back from having any of these things. That probably it could be because they were addicted from it. This could be one of the addictions that they had. They might have had some type of sex addiction, and so now they're trying to hold back, and that would make sense why we have the hanged man and the hermit and the ace of wands in reverse as well, because the ace of wands can be quite phallic, especially in the Rider-Waite Tarot if you look at it. So it does speak as well about this inner flame and passion and this fire, this desire to connect with someone physically, but it's in reverse. So it could be that they are holding back their passion towards you because they're trying to do the wisest thing, or they're trying to put themselves in a phase, in a situation in which they can commit to the person instead of juggling between multiple partners. That's what I'm sensing. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of the King of Wands as well. They I sense that they would absolutely love all of that sexual attention from lots of people. So they're trying to hold back from that because they know that ultimately it's not going to bring them the happiness that they want. It's okay when you're young, but then when you start growing older, you kind of want someone that you can trust, that you can rely upon, that is really getting you, really understanding you. Then we have the hawthorn berry. You know that the hawthorn is actually a great medicinal plant to heal the heart. I actually make some hawthorn tinctures for myself as well. And so this berry could be saying that they are seeking for true love. That's what I'm sensing. They want to heal their heart. And they don't want to play around anymore. That's what I'm sensing here. The leaf, they could be nature lovers. They could do some craft that is related to nature as well. That's what I'm getting here. They're really good at appreciating the beauty around them. If their sacred place where they love to, withdraw from the world, it could be nature. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here, guys. That's everything that I'm seeing. Let me know in the comments down below if it resonated. I'd love to hear from you and I'll answer to each one of your comments. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet, and hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified anytime that I publish a new video. I am available for private reading. If you are interested, let me know. You can find my email and prices in the info box below. If you'd like to get an OGHAM set for yourself to get more in tune with the trees, let me know. This is a great divination tool, but it's also really good for healing and intentions and witchcraft. You can find more about them in my social media, so have a look at those. I'm gonna leave you now and hope to see you again in the next video. Much love and best of luck with this connection.